Okay, I hope people come in, sit down. We are definitely going to have a little bit more fun. Everybody hear me okay? Sounds good. Okay, so I'm Ann Willmott. I'm a product manager at Foundry Digital, and I work on OptiFleet, our miner management software. And we're going to talk a little bit about OptiFleet. But first, a fun fact about me. Um, oh, my clicker. There we go. I got interested in Bitcoin in 2013, but until the middle of 2021, I was a producer on the daytime soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful. This was a really fun and amazing job. It's fun to work in entertainment in Hollywood. And yeah, it was a really interesting business too. Like, you may not all be soap opera watchers, but people around the world do watch The Bold and the Beautiful particularly. It's very popular in countries like Italy, Australia, South Africa. The cast gets mobbed there. So, interesting business and a thank you. And I loved working in it. But as I went down the Bitcoin rabbit hole, I just started to feel more and more like the opportunity cost of working in any other field was too great. And I really dreamed that I would be able to switch into this career. And so I made that switch in 2021. And I was very, very lucky to find my way to Foundry and to get to work on Bitcoin mining software. So I left a great job. I left a great job because I am passionate about Bitcoin, right? I truly believe that a censorship free, permissionless, and decentralized currency is a true innovation that leads towards the greatest freedom for the most number. So, this is a topic that's dear to my heart. So I don't have to tell you guys in this audience that mining is really important work, right? You produce the new Bitcoin. You secure the Bitcoin network by mining. And you navigate mining economics every single day. And when those economics work, the network is just stronger and more robust. It enables more miners to come onto the network and then to compete with all the other miners. So this sort of thing where broadening it engenders more competition. This is a really healthy dynamic. So adding to the many big jobs that you have, I just want to point out that Michael Saylor in his recent Bitcoin for America talk talked about how cyber power requires Bitcoin miners operating ASICs. And that's another big job. So you're helping to contribute to cyber security in the nation. No pressure, big job. That's what we do. But I also want to point out here that besides it being a big job, the day to day is a little bit less glamorous than a Hollywood soap opera, right? Yeah, those are some tumbleweeds I helped pick out of a filter at a site. And so it's just doesn't feel like an ivory tower exercise. It's kind of day to day, whatever the crisis is at the moment, and whether it's the tumbleweeds or bugs in the filter, whether it's extreme weather, hot, cold, wet, dust storms, snow in the containers, hypothetically speaking, hash price volatility, shipping drama. Oh, I wanted to mention that Danny from Compass Logistics is on the very next panel, so stick around for that. That guy knows how to handle shipping drama. Um, yeah. So it's also as much drama as a soap opera, maybe more sometimes on the day to day. There are just a lot to deal with. So I think my point here is that operational excellence is not abstract. It's a survival strategy every single day. Let's talk a little bit about how Optifleet can help with that. So here are a few things you may not know about Optifleet. Well, Optifleet is battle tested. It may be a new entry to the market, because we are just opening it up. But actually, we've developed it over the last 2 years, a little bit more than 2 years now, in close coordination with our Foundry site operations team and with Fortitude Mining. So all of the decisions are informed by the real day-to-day problems of skilled miners, and we've worked very closely with them to really understand not only their problems, but also their workflows and key issues that they face. Also, I want to mention that we have top notch user centered design. So, why is this important? It's important because everything in OptiFleet is meant to be clear, understandable, and immediately actionable. Because what you're trying to do in a Bitcoin mine every day is to just keep your numbers moving back up and remediate any problems. I should point out that this OptiFleet is successfully running now in more than 20 sites. It's running at scale in active operations, different power regions, using different energy management strategies, and we're supporting a variety of miners and firmware, and we're always adding more as kind of customers have needs for that. I also want to point out, so our booth is right there. I memorized the booth number before this, and then I'm like, I don't need the number. It's right there. You can't miss it. But we have a whole team that would love to talk to you. I want to point out especially that Mev D'Souza, who is our VP of product and my boss, will be in the booth. He's a great person to talk to about the future of OptiFleet and the Foundry product suite. And also Keith Mascaroni, our product designer, will be here. So if you want to help shape the future of OptiFleet, these are great guys to talk to. So I might have buried the lead here, but Foundry is announcing a firmware product. And OptiFleet will be fully integrated with Foundry firmware. So this is going to give you the flexibility to respond to a wide variety of conditions with granular control. And that team is seeing some really promising results from their auto tuning tests. They have written this code, by the way, from scratch. This is not adapted from something else. This is fresh made in house. And they expect to be rolling out to some initial customers this summer. The lead of that project, Steve Kozak, should also be in the booth and would be happy to talk to you about firmware. Our dev team's always working on new features and innovation. So we're working right now on an external API, an improved work order system, and we are always making onboarding as convenient and fast and easy as possible. So those are some of the things we have in our hopper right now. Foundry's been serving institutional clients via our pool for 5 years now, and that is our focus here too. And also, I want to mention that, AI is exciting and amazing force that is going to change the world. And lots of people are pivoting to AI. But for us, we are focused entirely on Bitcoin mining services and dedicated to the Bitcoin space. So that is what we are looking to serve and help you with as best as we can. So, I'm just gonna show you a little bit about OptiFleet, and you can run over to the booth and sign up for a demo. James does our demos, and he's right there in the back. So, please, if you want to see a little bit more, you can do a full demo. This is going to be a little bit quick, but this is our site overview, and let's just say that a typical technician experience can be arriving in the morning, finding kind of underperforming stats, and then kind of spending the whole day in order of priority and emergency to bring those numbers up. And maybe hopefully in the late afternoon you get to some of the things that are on the to-do list, but maybe not if there's a crisis. At the end of the day and overnight, the numbers kind of slip back down and you start over again in the morning. So this is why OptiFleet gives you your whole site at a glance and then also allows you to dive into the details with just one or two clicks, no matter where you are in the site. So the sitemap is a great example of this. So here you can see all of the areas of your site, which we call zones, and zones are really just IP ranges in your network where miners live. So you can see your whole site in context. But you can also click on any miner in the entire facility and take quick action. So you can see that there on the right side. You can reboot, get into the miner log, or dive right into the detailed, say, history, statistics, diagnostics of that miner, fan performance, hash rate history, error history. It's a lot of information available, and you can get to it quickly. You can also, not shown here, but you can pop out a section and you can see metrics like hash rate, hashboard temperature, and chip temp. Chip temp, that's a terrible sound, sorry. And you can see it in real time or a 30-minute average. So there is a lot in the box. Okay, we also do handle curtailment, and you can make your own curtailment rules. We do also integrate with demand response providers like Voltus and CPower, and we're adding other providers as people request them. And we're also doing direct API connections as needed. So, for instance, we're working with NPPD in Nebraska to deliver curtailment directly with the power provider. I'm just going to quickly mention a couple of other key features that you would expect us to have, and we do. We have an auto reboot section where you can set some auto reboot rules. You have the ability to set alerts. There are a variety of reports. Here you can see a little bit of the energy report, which can show you your energy usage, either estimated, or if you're running something like e-gauges, it can show your actual power usage. Firmware report that's organized by what firmware you're running, so you can manage that. Sensors, we support sensor push sensors currently, so you can see that. And of course, there's an issue screen for fast troubleshooting on low hashers, non-hashers, and particular error codes. So, long story short, OptiFleet helps you execute on operational excellence. And we do this by listening to miners, and we listen to you. We try to figure out how can we save you time and pain? What actually moves the needle for you? I want to shout out to our mining technicians of site operations. So these guys, we learn so much from them by working with them every day about the kinds of problems they face. And I think this is a group of people who are so dedicated and smart. And no matter what the drama of the day is, they always get the job done. And unlike a soap opera, I have to say, they hardly ever cry and they rarely slap anyone in the face. So, shout out to site operations. These are our guys. I bet your mining technicians are equally dedicated. It's just an amazing group of people. So, ultimately, what juices up your profitability? By the way, this is my actual garden gnome from my backyard. Um, profitability too contributes to the robust health of the Bitcoin network. It's important. Operational excellence isn't just about uptime and efficiency. As important as those factors are, it's also about resilience, freedom, and the future of Bitcoin. That's the mission that we're on, and we're truly honored to be on it with all of you. Everyone who participates in this ecosystem, we are really doing amazing work and seeing the results from it. Satoshi, whoever she is, I think would be really proud of all of us in this room. I will be around if in the booth, as will our team. Come over and meet the team. Ask for a demo, whatever else you'd like to ask us about. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for mining Bitcoin. Have a good one.